Be your helium when the road is long, when you're feeling low. Yeah, don't forget it's darkest before the dawn. Just like a bass needs a drum, I'll lift you up. I can be your helium. I can be your helium. I can be your helium.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Carolinas Brain Tumor Race. While we're disappointed that we can't be there in person with you guys today, we're so grateful for y'all joining us virtually so that we can continue to celebrate all of our efforts going into fighting this terrible disease and supporting the mission of the National Brain Tumor Society. On behalf of all of us at the National Brain Tumor Society, thank you. We want to hear from you today, so if you haven't already, please join us on the National Brain Tumor Society's Southeast Brain Tumor Community Facebook page or over on Twitter, and please use the hashtag CBTR2020. We have a great program planned for you today, for this morning, and you'll be hearing updates on the work underway at National Brain Tumor Society from our CEO, David Ahrens. Our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Kirk Tanner, is going to tell us why we're at a tipping point for new breakthroughs in brain tumor research. And you're going to hear from members of our community, and I think you're going to recognize a couple of them. And they're going to tell us why they're in the fight for this disease, why they're in the fight to change the future for patients and families, and for everybody who is affected by this horrible disease. So we'll conclude our program this morning with a remembrance ceremony led by our co-chair, Holly Gainsborough. And as part of that ceremony, we want you guys to share your stories, your why. So please share photos and memories of your loved ones on our social media so that we can together join their memories. So again, use that hashtag CBTR2020. So many people came together and shared their time, talents, and treasures with our community and with our team to really make this possible and to make this a beautiful event, and especially jumped on when we needed them the most during the past 10 days to make sure that this event pulled off well and that we could be here today for you all. So I want to thank our committees, our volunteers. They have been in this with us from the very beginning, doing this as volunteers to make sure this day was beautiful and wonderful. So Lee Williams and Holly Gainsborough are the co-chairs of our event. And then Sharon Matola, Bruce Kumke, Stacy Sherlock, Tucker Wendell, Andrea Suber, Amina Childs, Helen Lee, Logan Lanier, Francis Yarborough, Lauren Turner, Pat Boyke, Murray Corbett, Glenn and Becky Asher, Lindsay Lewis, and Beth and Fred Chuck. Thank you. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. It's been a little bit of a crazy week, but thank you. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see what we can do in 2021. And we also want to thank all of the companies who come together with us to make this event possible. Without their generosity, we couldn't do the great work that we do. Thank you so much to Showalter Construction, Rogers Builders, Seaman Whiteside, GT Medical Technologies, Novacure, Metrolina Transport Group, CM Steel, Acoustical Interiors, Integrated Scanning Solutions, Barnhart Manufacturing, Dickens Michener, and many others who came together with us to support us in our fight. So the next thing on the list is, and on our schedule, is to talk to a patient, a survivor, and somebody who has been an amazing advocate and committee member and volunteer from the moment that I tapped him, 4 weeks ago. Logan and I have been talking on the phone, and I learned a lot about what he is really great at. It turns out that he's an amazing social media guru and marketing guru, and he jumped in at him when all of this was happening, and we were trying to figure out how to make this virtual and make it an engaging and really meaningful experience for you all. In addition to that, Logan's a survivor, and he's a team captain, and he's just an all-around awesome guy. So, Logan, I would love to introduce you to everybody and have you share your story with them. So welcome.
Hi, thank you, Katie Rose. Thank you everyone who is taking time out of their pre-planned day to join us on this virtual experience. We know it is not quite the same as the in-person event, but like Katie Rose said, this stumbling block hit us and we've been rolling with it since. So thank you for taking time and for being here, for still participating in your own way. We're very excited to follow that hashtag and to see how you're still participating and how you're still getting those miles in and how you're still running and why you're running. As Katie Rose mentioned, I just joined the team about 4 weeks ago, right in the thick of this. I joined the Southeast Region team as the marketing, social media, and public outreach chair. It's kind of something I do in my normal career as well, so it was a really easy transition for me, and it was a great way for me to be able to help the NBTS Southeast region. As for my backstory, in March 2018, I was in my kitchen on a Sunday morning just trying to make a pot of coffee, and I wound up passing out, fracturing my orbital socket and getting a small concussion, which led to weeks and weeks of testing and more testing, 2 misdiagnosis and 4 second opinions. Later, I was finally diagnosed with a non-malignant primary invasive pituitary adenoma. So that was a really, really compact couple of months for me. And the diagnosis was actually a little bit nice to know that I had an answer as to what I could do with this, and I had options and I had treatments. Unfortunately, as we all know, there are not very many options for people with brain tumors, as there are only a couple of approved devices and almost just as few drugs approved to help treat something like this. And that's why I got involved. A dear friend of mine, Cindy Lovelace, you will hear from her in just a couple of minutes, told me about the National Brain Tumor Society 5K in Huntersville, North Carolina, and got me very excited to get my team and to start people and to show up to the race and participate. At the time, the only way I knew how, which led to me actually meeting Katie Rose and having more interest being involved in a bigger way and on a much higher level. And once again, that's why I got involved, is to continue to help advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves, to push for reform in our laws and our ability to be able to research and to develop new information and ways to help treat brain tumors across the board. As all of you know, this is the least funded cancer in today's society, and that's something that we as a whole are trying to change. The more research and the more knowledge we have on this, the better we can treat it and the better we can stomp this out. Being active with the National Brain Tumor Society is so important to me. Like I said, just advocating and raising awareness for those who can't do such for yourself is I just think such a great cause that affects me personally, but affects people that I know, people I didn't know I had commonalities with. And it's a really good thing to see all of the participant count here who are showing up on this virtual event. In light of us not being able to do this in live, you guys are still showing up. You're still showing us that you're a Carolina Strong. You're still showing us that you are ready to help support the National Brain Tumor Society, and that is so humbling. And I know that with all of your help and with the help of the rest of the board and the National Brain Tumor Society, we can still keep this momentum going, and we can continue to raise funds and advocacy and awareness and reach our goal and help stomp out brain tumors. So once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone here who's joining us. Thank you to everyone else on the board with us. A special thank you to Katie Rose for helping throw all of this together. And we are excited to roll out 2021's plan for you. So yeah, thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing your story. It's really special to hear from other people who have been through this and who continue to go through this. It's nice to know that you're not alone, and I know that there are many people who are logged on to here that they're not alone in this fight. So we have some other really great things coming up. I can't wait to hear from your friend Cindy and my friend Cindy, and we're grateful for all that you've done, Logan, and continue to do for our community. And I'm personally grateful to have you on our team. So it's now my pleasure to introduce our CEO, David Ahrens, and our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Kirk Tanner. And they're both joining us for the National Brain Tumor Society headquarters in Boston, Massachusetts. So welcome, David and Kirk.
Hi, everyone. I'm David Ahrens, CEO of National Brain Tumor Society. Thank you, Katie Rose, sponsors, teams, volunteers in the Carolinas and the Carolinas Brain Tumor Race. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing to support this event in the Carolinas and from around the Southeast. Thank you so much for shifting to a virtual event today. It just means so much that you're hanging with us at National Brain Tumor Society. These are indeed challenging times. We're all facing significant lifestyle and economic changes in a very rapid way. Never has the mission and services of National Brain Tumor Society been more needed and more vital. This week, we've moved into service mode. Through braintumor.org, you can find essential information from multiple sources, trusted sources around how to deal with COVID as a cancer patient, as a brain tumor patient. And we invite you to go to braintumor.org and find those resources. Your support, your volunteering, your caring for each other is never more important, and again, never more needed during this time. We encourage everybody, if you have questions, please consult with your care team. But we also invite you to call us. We have a one-on-one patient support service that you can access during the daytime, and we'd be happy to talk with you about navigating these times. Our work to advance the mission, to advance research, to advance public policy is also moving forward. You're going to hear shortly from Kirk Tanner, our Chief Scientific Officer, about exciting, promising new therapeutic strategies that, thanks to your dollars, we are able to open up in 2020. So we must not let COVID stop us from reaching our mission and stopping our plan here this year, right now, to open up new clinical trials and new approaches to brain tumor therapies and ultimately a cure. The brain tumor community, by definition, has been facing the toughest challenges and the toughest cancers on the planet. We're no strangers to this challenge, and we are going to take on COVID and beat COVID and come back stronger than ever so we can fight for our loved ones all across the Carolinas and across the country. We will deliver the mission of National Brain Tumor Society together to conquer and cure brain tumors once and for all, but it's based on your strength, all of us working together. Now I'm pleased to introduce Kirk Tanner, our Chief Scientific Officer, to tell us more about what's coming in the world of research. Kirk?
Thanks a lot, David. So first of all, it's great to be here, and I really appreciate being a part of this great event. And we also really appreciate all of everybody's participation online in these trying times. So what I'd like to do is just give you a really brief overview of why we think the opportunities and the exciting things for moving new treatments and new medicines to brain tumor patients. And this is by and large due to really fundamental breakthrough scientific research in molecular genetics and mechanism that's taken place over the last decade. A lot of this work was funded by NBTS, our flagship programs, Defeat GBM and Defeat Pediatric Brain Tumors. And so what that work did was to identify specific therapeutic modalities that are really right for moving to brain tumor patients. And so what we're doing now is funding these type of projects to move forward to test in clinical trials. One area is in immunotherapy or immuno-oncology. And this is all about igniting a patient's own immune system to attack and kill the brain tumor. And what we're finding is that timing and combinations are really important. Another class that we're very excited about are DNA damage repair inhibitors. There's a stable of molecules and drugs that now have been shown to have promise for brain tumors. What we're doing is to bring together a consortium to really figure out to marry the right expertise to the right drug, the right target, expert clinical trial design, and really move these things efficiently and effectively to brain tumor patients. Another exciting area is tumor metabolism and metabolic codependencies. This work comes, and this opportunity comes directly from NBTS funded research, where we have shown that tumor metabolism is an Achilles heel for brain tumors, and there's a way to starve the brain tumors just based on their own metabolism. And then finally, precision medicine, which is really doing discovery and development of drugs that specifically target specific mutations within the brain tumor population. So that, and we have multiple examples of that in programs going forward. So that kind of gives you a large overview of the kind of projects that we're dealing with right now, and we're moving forward. And we're just thrilled to be able to work with all of you in this event to really move things forward, and to really, now is the time we're going to double down. So thanks again for participating, and we look forward to working with you to conquer and cure brain tumors once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolinas.
Thank you so much, David and Kirk. Thank you for taking time out of your Saturday morning to celebrate with us and participate in our virtual event. Next, I have a really exciting spotlight for you. Cindy Lovelace, who is the captain of Team Neuro Runners, who has been participating since 2014, our very first event. She has a message for you, so I hope you enjoy.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Good to see you.
It sure is a nice day today, and I am so heartbroken that we can't get together as a brain tumor family, but we want to keep everyone well, and we want to keep everyone safe. My name is Cindy Lovelace, and I am team captain of the Neuro Runners.
I'm her husband, Robert.
And I'm Diane McSwain. Cindy's my daughter. I'm Nate McSwain, and I'm the son.
Back in 2004, I was diagnosed with a pretty massive brain tumor. It nearly took me out. After an 11-hour surgery to remove it, my world was just rocked. Turned upside down over and over. Lost my job, lost my health, lost my freedom. Everything that was not. And the tumor returned, and I fight a recurrence today. 2 years after my diagnosis, my daddy was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and his was inoperable. He lived 16 months. That's him back there. He is my why. I am my why. I do what I do.
There's also 7 brain tumors diagnosed in your family.
Exactly. So as of today, I have 7 diagnoses in my family alone, and he has 1 in his family. He just lost his aunt last summer to a brain tumor. So these things have hit our family hard.
Yeah, real hard.
But let me jump back to how we became the Neuro Runners and how we became a part of these brain tumor runs. It was 2014, and I had heard that the National Brain Tumor Society was bringing a run to the Charlotte area. I was so excited because it was the 10-year of my tumorversary. It was the 10-year of my survivorversary, I like to call it. And I thought this would be the perfect way to commemorate that and to honor the memory of my dad.
And you also found out late.
Yeah, I found out with like 4 weeks to the race time. So I contacted Katie Rose, our director for the area, and I met her at the local coffee shop. Let her know my wishes, and she was like, girl, you need to get a team. And I'm thinking, yeah, right. I don't know the first thing to do. I got 4 weeks to do it. How in the world am I going to do this? But after some persuasion from Katie Rose, I come home. I came out with a team name. I ordered banners, shirts, all of this team stuff to prepare. And I even had a local soft drink company to sponsor my team and giving us some water and some drinks. Neuro drinks, y'all. How stinking awesome is that? So we were ready to go. We were set to go. And it was awesome. And let me tell you, every year since then, this has been the highlight of my year. I kid you not. And why, you might ask? Because when you go out there and see that there's hundreds of people who either directly or indirectly have been impacted by brain tumors. You're a family.
And the support of everyone come out for the race too, for you guys.
Absolutely. You're not judged. You're not looked at funny. Like with me, I've lost my hearing. I've lost my vision. My face is totally paralyzed. And I'm not judged by anyone out there. You just feel safe, secure, and just like a big family. So to go to the brain tumor races, it's a big deal for me. And like I said, my situation and my dad's situation is my why. You know, you cannot create an experience. You have to go through it. And I think being a part of this family, I think we all get that. And I think this is why it means so much for all of us.
And then you were so disappointed this year by being canceled.
If y'all only knew how upset I was. That I understand but that this had to be canceled. But we'll be back 2021. We hope to see everybody there. We are going to hit our feet to the pavement for your cure. And we hope to see everyone out there.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Cindy. We're so grateful for you and for all that you do for our brain tumor community and all that you have done for our brain tumor community. I hope that you will continue to join us and that we'll see you in 2021. I'd now like to acknowledge our top teams and our top individuals. I'm going to start with the individuals, and we're going to work from 10 to 1. All right, our number 10 individual fundraiser is Mary Anglin at $1,960. Number 9, Becky Norman at $2,000. Number 8, Sharon Matola at $2,289. Number 7, Morgan Overcash at $3,045. Number 6, Debbie Gleason at $3,405. Number 5, Frances Yarborough at $5,120. Number 4, Lee Williams at $5,940. Number 3, Amy Kegley coming in at $6,270. And number 2, Holly Gainsborough, $12,260. And then the heaviest hitter of them all, Tucker Wendell, coming in at $24,660. Thank you guys so much for all that you've done. And I thank you for everything that you continue to do for our organization. So let's keep pushing and let's keep delivering our mission and the work that we're doing to the community, even if it's virtually. All right, top teams. Number 10, the Golden Greek, $2,730. Number 9, Greg's Grunts, $2,960. Number 8, Jackie Overcash, $5,145. Number 7, Stephen Whiteside at $5,692. Number 6, The Storm, $7,080. Number 5, Team Mover Brain Tumors, $7,473. Number 4, Katie's Brain Train, $7,570. Number 3, Tom's Trotters, $7,873. Number 2, Gainsey's Glioblasters, $13,380. And number 1, Team Asher, coming in at $30,989. Congratulations, you guys. Your teams, the work of all of the teams, all 74 teams registered. You guys are what make this happen, and you all are who helps us drive our mission forward. So thank you very much. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is introduce you all to one of our outgoing chairs. She's been the co-chair for 2 years running, Lee Williams. She's the team captain of Tom's Trotters, and she's just been an incredible advocate for our community and for the Carolinas brain tumor race. So Lee, I'd love for you to share a quick message and for you to do our additional thank yous to our sponsors.
Hi, good morning. My name is Lee Williams, and I am one of the co-chairs of the Carolinas Brain Tumor Race this year, alongside my good friend Holly Gainsborough. I have the honor this morning of thanking some of our amazing sponsors who help this event be possible. But before I do that, I want to take a minute to thank all of you for participating in our virtual event and being so understanding as we are dealing with this crazy time. We so appreciate all the words of encouragement and understanding that we've received from so many participants who are still excited about our event and understanding of the very difficult decisions we had to make. As somebody that has put a lot of time and effort into this day, it's definitely not how I wanted it to be, but we really appreciate everybody's flexibility and understanding as we transitioned to a virtual event. A quick shout out, a huge shout out actually, to the NBTS team for putting together a virtual event platform so quickly. Really an amazing job that they did to make this event happen in the first place. Before I tell you a little bit more about our sponsors, I wanted to quickly tell you guys why I do this. My why is because of my dad. So I have his Washington Nationals cap. I'm originally from the DC area that I put on every year, race day. He wore this hat walking in our neighborhood for years, and I'm so thankful that I have it. I lost my dad in June of 2017 to lymphoma that metastasized to his brain. He was my best friend. He was an amazing husband, amazing father, and I miss him every single day. So he is the reason that I do this. Ultimately, one day, I hope that other daughters do not have to walk down the aisle without their dads, which I had to do in October of 2017 to marry my amazing husband just a few months after we lost him. My brother and mom were amazing stand-ins, but I hope that one day that is not something that anybody else has to go through. So that is a little bit more about why I do this, and I'm so excited to put on his hat here in a few hours and go take a walk in his honor for Tom's Trotters. So now I would like to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors for this year. As you can see, there are a lot of names on this poster board and on the back of our t-shirts, which is really exciting. Our team has worked really hard to secure some amazing companies that have come together to help us raise money and be our sponsors for this year. So I wanted to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors at the Legacy, Silver, and Bronze levels. At the Legacy level for the second year in a row, we have Showalter Construction. Thank you. At the Silver level, we have GT Medical, Metrolina Transport Group, and Seaman Whiteside. And at the Bronze level, we had lots of them. We had CM Steel, Acoustical Interiors, Integrated Scanning Solutions, Barnhart Manufacturing, Robin Husney with Dickens Mitchner, Novacure, and Genentech. So there were also some other amazing companies at other levels that came in. We are so appreciative to each and every one of you guys, and we hope that you guys will come back to us for our 2021 event that we hope will be in person and better than ever. So thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to you guys. I hope that everybody has a nice walk or run today, and please stay healthy.
Thank you, Lee. And I hope that you're still paying attention and watching the video, because we've got some special awards today. As you all know, we always do the Dedication to the Mission and the Spirit of Determination Award. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the first person. The first person will be receiving the Spirit of Determination Award. And this goes to somebody who our committee feels and our community feels is just absolutely driven to further our mission, driven to help us with fundraising, really aggressively pushing forward the work that we're doing at the Carolinas Brain Tumor Race. And we would like to give this award to Tucker Wendell. So Tucker, I will see you in person sometime soon, and you will get this award. There'll also be a nice photo in it at that time. So congratulations, Tucker. The next award is for dedication to the mission. And this is somebody who is an all-around participant in NBTS. This is somebody who does Head to the Hill. This is somebody who helps us with educating patients and family members. This is somebody who fundraises and volunteers and does the whole shebang, if you will. And this award goes to Lee Williams. So congratulations, Lee. Lee has gone to Head to the Hill. Lee has volunteered in every capacity you can imagine. And I'm just so honored to be able to give her this award. So Lee, here's your award. And I will see you in person pretty soon and give it to you with a photo inside. So those were our special awards. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all that you do. And I hope everybody's giving them massive rounds of applause and kudos online right now. With the hashtag CBTR 2020. All right, so, we're looking toward 2021. We can't wait to have an amazing year in 2021. All this momentum, we're just going to bring it forward and just have like the best year ever, because we're just that amazing as a team and as a community. And I know that we can rally around each other and around this mission and just knock it out next year. So we've already selected our co-chairs for 2021, and I want to introduce you to them so they can talk to you a little bit about who they are, why they do this mission, and what they hope for 2021. So I'd like to introduce you to Sharon Matola and Tucker Wendell. They've got some messages for you.
Hey everyone, my name is Sharon Matola, and I am a 2-time brain tumor survivor. Thankfully, both of my tumors were benign. The first one did have to be surgically removed. The second one required 30 radiation treatments that I completed 2 years ago. He is still there, but he is behaving. So I'm just glad that I'm still here. And I have been a part of the Charlotte, now renamed Carolina's Brain Tumor Race, ever since they started. Each year, the committee members work tirelessly to raise money and raise awareness of this event, all of which go directly into researching this deadly disease. That is why I have accepted the invitation to be co-chair of the 2021 race. But the 2020 race is not over yet. We can still reach our goal of $225,000 with any other donations that you feel that you can do at this point in time. And also don't forget that most companies will match charitable donations. So please double check that when you are making your donation. Thank you all for your support so far, and I can't wait to see you all next year. Have a great day.
My name is Tucker Wendell, and this is Asher. I'm your 2021 co-chair and a brain tumor survivor. We're looking forward to 2021 already. We just got done training for the 5K and the 10 miler. It's going to be the best year yet. Going to raise a lot of money. Looking forward to having a lot of fun. Can't wait to see y'all out there.
Thank you so much, Sharon and Tucker. We really appreciate you. And we really appreciate all the work that you're doing to continue to help us drive our mission forward to conquer and cure brain tumors once and for all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day on a Saturday, despite the fact that we can't gather together to run and walk and hug and, just celebrate all the hard work that we've done. I hope that you all will continue to gather together as you can, take photos and post them with our hashtag. I hope that you will post photos and videos and memories so that we can put them all up on our virtual tree of hope. So that we can have all of these memories together in one album, sharing what our hope and our good wishes and our messages of inspiration are from our community. So be sure to tag us, CBTR 2020. And we just can't wait to see you next year in 2021. If you guys want to, we have our remembrance ceremony coming up in about 3 minutes or so. So hang tight. And join us then. Holly Gainsborough, our outgoing co-chair, will be doing the remembrance ceremony. This is a great time to honor those who we've lost to a brain tumor, remember them, and allow them to have a space of great honor within our program. So thank you all for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the remembrance ceremony if you choose to join us.
When the road is long, when you're feeling low, with every breath, don't forget how far you've come. When it's late at night, when you're all alone, I'll lift you up, I could be your helium. I can feel the words running through your veins. When they said your life will never be the same. Hey there, champion.
Got involved with this race because I lost my dad in June of last year to a brain tumor. I'm wearing his hat today and wanted to come out here and support the advocacy and research that the Brain Tumor Society is doing. Every year we try and raise more and more money that goes to the National Brain Tumor Society, and that money goes directly to research, trying to find more treatments and also advocacy. They're also starting to develop more and more patient and caregiver materials, but all goes directly to research and supporting the cause.
My name's Rebecca Danison, and I am an 8-year survivor of something called an astrocytoma brain tumor. And we feel like the warm hands of Charlotte are starting to come around and really support what we do here. And that's so important, to have the community of Charlotte around us and to support all of these people that came here.
I was initially diagnosed in 2010, and since then I've had 2 surgeries and a year of chemo. I get to see a lot of other survivors, and that makes you just very appreciative of of other people out there, and you can share a laugh and a joke about things that you've been through. You feel a bond with everybody else out there immediately. Throughout the race, there's some signs along the side of the course with pictures and just things to remember people. It just keeps everything in perspective while you're running and makes you remember why you're here.
Sometimes you can lose it all overnight.
This race means a lot to me because the past 2 years I've been in it with my husband, and last year I walked it with my husband, and he had seizures through the whole thing, and it was a little bit difficult for him. And he passed away in December, so he's been gone from us for a little more than 3 months now. And the last months of his life, I saw how he struggled, and I knew that if I had the opportunity to run in this race, I was going to do it. Even though I wasn't a runner, if he was here, he would be able to. He would do anything he could to run in this race, so I just wanted to run it for him. So now I really have like a passion in my heart to try and do more to fight brain tumors. It took my best friend away from me, and without somebody helping to raise money, they'll just continue to destroy lives.
I could be your helium when the road is long, when you're feeling low. Yeah, don't forget it's darkest before the dawn. Just like a bass needs a drum, I'll lift you up. I could be your helium. I could be your helium. I could be your helium.
Good morning, Carolina's brain tumor community. I'm sorry that we can't be together face to face as a group, but please know that you are in my heart, the hearts of Lee Williams, my co-chair, Katie Rose Crater, and the entire Carolina's Brain Tumor Race Planning Committee, as we gather together to honor those who are no longer with us. While there is great pain and sadness, I hope that there is also great comfort as we are together here virtually to honor and remember those we loved whose brain tumor journeys have ended. I light a candle in memory of all who are no longer with us, knowing that their light can never die, that their light lives on within us, and their light continues to shine wherever we are and wherever we go and within our own hearts. I would like to read a poem to you that I hope will bring you comfort and solace during this time. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. And I ask you now to share the names of your loved ones by going to the Facebook page Southeast Brain Tumor Community, hashtag CBTR 2020, hashtag CBTR 2020, and share with us the names of those you love who are no longer here, knowing that you are in our hearts, you are in our thoughts, and you are in our prayers. And we do look forward to seeing you next year live and in person at the Carolinas Brain Tumor Race 2021. Thank you and be well.